Thanks. Is there anything worse than being first? Breaking the ice. I crawled into bed one night. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I suddenly sat straight upright. And I'm thinking I shouldn't be eating pepperoni pizza so late at night. I had this horrible stomach ache. So I took a Tylenol and laid back down. And I got to lay down for about 1 minute, and I sat back up again with the same pain. Why do things happen at 2 o'clock in the morning? So my husband dragged me to the hospital, and they said, "You're pregnant." Well, I was trying to get pregnant, but not in the tube. So when you get pregnant in the tube, they have to take the tube out, because if the egg explodes in the tube, it could kill you. So they took out half the plumbing I needed to have a baby. And life goes on. About 8 months later, I had the same pain. Again, early in the morning. But this time we knew what it was. So my husband took me to the hospital, reassuring me, "I don't care if we ever have kids, don't worry about it." But he didn't get along with little people, and I did. So they took out my other tube, and now I had no plumbing to have a baby. So I was looking around for different adoption agencies. And we got sent to an agency in Greece, sent here, but to adopt in Greece, you had to go live there for 8 weeks. We were a new married couple. We weren't going to be able to do that. And they sent me to orphanages in South America, and I found out that the orphanages only have enough money to take care of the medical needs of these babies, not nutrition. So a lot of the babies had pretty severe diseases already. And we both had to work. I couldn't take on a sick child. China was mad at us, so they cut off adoptions. And I really didn't know where to go or what to do. And my cousin called me and said, "Are you still looking to adopt?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "My neighbor is a lawyer, and he's got a baby." So I met the lawyer, and the girl was 19. She was going to 17. She was going to Maine West. And I don't know if you can think 43 years ago what it was that a girl would show up pregnant at school. I mean, it was death. But she did. She was brave. And I always had a lot of respect for my daughter's birth mother. So it turned out that we were up for the adoption of this baby. But then the baby was a C-section, which gave the mother another 8 days to fall in love with this little creature. She didn't. So we wound up taking the baby home. And as my daughter was growing up, she kept telling me she just wanted to know who she looked like. And she knew about the adoption. We adopted a dog so that she would understand that adoption is for real and forever. But she didn't buy the story that she looked like me. As time goes on and kids grow up, and it was a wonderful relationship, and it's time for my daughter's bat mitzvah. So we're at the temple, and she's up there doing her thing, and they call her dad and me up. And her dad tells her how happy he is and how happy he's been to have her. And it turns my turn to tell her something. And I'm epileptic. I mean, I was crying so hard I just couldn't turn it off. I felt like a complete moron in front of my whole family, reacting that way. But I told her, I know that we don't look alike, but I wanted to thank her for letting me be her real mother.